Hello and welcome to my very first Plan With Me video. My name is Bridget and I am so excited to be doing this today. If you could see how I've rigged my video, you would be laughing. It's stacked up with my husband's astrophysics textbooks from college. But yes, so today I'm going to be doing some planning in my Archer and Olive dot grid bullet journal. The risk of ruining this, I will. So this is covered in cat hair. This is a dot grid B5 size. So it's just a little bit bigger than a typical Erin Condren, but for the past year I've been doing a lot of planning in here using a Erin Condren vertical style layout interlaced with regular old bullet journaling. So that's what I've been using for the past several months. I will do a flip through at some point of everything, but for now, let's just get started. So the kit I'm going to be using today is from Chic Blossom Prints. She has a great store on Etsy and she's actually having a mega sale right now. Everything is 40% off with an automatic, no coupon needed. So you can go ahead and check that out. I don't think this kit is available anymore, but she's got a bunch of new ones that are very cute, if not cuter than this one. So I'll do a little wiggle for you. This is a foiled kit, and I just love it. I think it's so pretty and fresh. I've actually been waiting to use this kit for several weeks now because I've been waiting for it to be rainy, and it hasn't really been rainy, so I'm just going to use it before spring is over, and it's getting a little hot in Brooklyn, so I'll just walk through. This is the full box. Then we have the washi tape. These strips are going to go on the top and the bottom of this page, and I'll show you how I lay that out. These date dots are actually from Charlotte Paper Company, which is a different shop that I love and use all the time. She has, again, wonderful deals. She's got an Etsy shop and a website, but all of her kits come with date dots. So what I do is I just save them because you only need a week's worth for each week. But I thought this was really fun. Here we have the headers, functional headers. I'm actually going to be saving a lot of these for next week when I do a Frankenplan. And then I have this icon with some check boxes and some really fun deco. I just love this style. In addition to those pages, I also received for free this Planner Friend Sale exclusive, which just happens to match this perfectly. Now this is a Hobonichi Weeks kit, which is a completely different planner. However, I don't have one. So I figured I would make the most out of using this and just put it into my planner for the week. I love that these icons are foiled. I'm going to be using this weekend header. And then because I do bullet journal style in addition to the weekly, I'm going to be using some of these icons in my bullet journal setup, which I will show you hopefully by the end of this page. So, and please bear with me. This is my very, very first Plan With Me. I might decide to do a sped up version and voiceover later, but for now I'm just going to do a live talk through so you guys can play along for those of you who are at home. I have also pulled some additional stickers from my very, very extensive and bursting at the seams sticker book. This is also from Charlotte's Paper Co., but oh my gosh, I definitely have a sticker problem. So, but anyway, so yeah, let's start laying some of this stuff down. I guess so my plan of attack for this, I do have like a little grid in mind. I could have taken a pencil and sort of laid all of this out on its own, but I really opted to, I just know it already. So what I do is I lay down the washi first and then I follow with the dates. And once I have the dates and washi in place, that'll give me some set for where I'm supposed to go. So I'm just gonna lay this down first. And just line it right along the edge here. And what's nice about these stickers is that while they're not sort of reusable, they're also very, I have been able to pull them up in the past. So see, it actually fits perfectly right along that line. And then technically the way these are laid out in the EC Planner is they're sort of laid out on the bottom in a layer like this. I like to put them at the top just to give the top an extra little kind of glow. And that'll really, lining this up with a tripod is not super easy, but there you go. So that'll give you like a nice thing here. And then what I do is I start with Thursday and I just take that and put that right at the top there and line that up. It's actually going to be just a little bit below that other thing, but that's okay. And so with this particular notebook, I don't have a ton of space in between the columns. In an Erin Condren, you'd have a lot more space in between, but honestly, as long as all of it gets on the page, it doesn't really matter to me. So, you know, we'll just do it like that. And I do a Monday start. I know some people prefer Sunday starts. I like Sunday starts in my full page calendars, but not in my, so there you go. So that's your first week. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this side. This side is a little trickier because you run, you run the other way. This side takes up the whole page, so it's not as difficult. But yeah. So I guess while I'm talking and laying this stuff down, I'll just go ahead and talk about, in the off chance that that I won't be doing a speed through and a voiceover. So I am a graduate student getting my master's degree in speech language pathology or speech therapy, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the field. It is a very vigorous program, and I am in the online learning distance program, which means that I will be taking all of my classes online. So really, I've always taken all my classes online, with or without the pandemic. So I think it's really, the adjustment hasn't been as great for me as I would presume it is for someone who hasn't been used to that. But I do think that given everything that's going on, I feel pretty blessed about everything. So you can see, there's the wiggle. All right, so that's the foundation, that's the base. Now, my next move is sort of to layer in some of these full boxes. So there is a method to my madness. I do have like layouts that I've used in the past that I really like. So I'm just gonna turn to, this is the same shop, Chic Blossom Prints. This is a layout from the week of May 11th. And as you can see, this was actually a really quiet week. So I did this week at the top. Okay, so I'm gonna do that again. Just reorganize myself. This kit comes with 2 this week's. I don't know why. Oh, and by the way, this is the mini kit, not the full kit. The full kit is deluxe and comes with extra sheets. I barely finished using all of these sheets with the mini kit, so the full kit is really like excessive for me. I personally don't need that much deco, but I know some people just like to have choices. Okay, so I'm gonna lay this down here. nice. And then the other thing I like to do is I do Saturday and Sundays laid out different. So I'm gonna do I'll do this one for Saturday. Just put that right at the top there. Oh shoot, you know what? Before I do that, I was going to lay down some of these headers because these are foiled, and I thought I would take advantage of those. So I'm just going to lay those all out at the top here first. There's no rhyme or reason for these, they're just decorative, but I think they're pretty. So, yeah, just getting those down there. Now, the truth is, there is no need for foil. Foil is absolutely excessive, and there's really no need for it, but to be honest, I just like it. Everybody does. It's just fun. So, I don't know if you can hear, but my neighbors are playing Benny and the Jets in the in the thing there. So I have all these other foiled headers, but I don't know what to do with them. And these are individual washi strips, but once you separate them from the, it doesn't really look, I never know what to do with these. All right, I'll just put them away. Okay, so pulling back to the pretty stuff. Okay, so the way this is gonna work is every day is gonna get their own sticker, and there we go. Oh, it looks so nice. And then I'm gonna use this weekend, this tiny little baby weekend one up here, because this is massive. And I always think it's a little, this is so, like, everything about this is extra. It's just as extra as one gets. But that's okay. So, all right. And then, let's see, how did I do this other one? Yeah. So I need a full box down here. We'll go with the heart. It's a lot of blue on blue. I don't care. I'll just put it that way. I don't care. Then we've got these fun little to-do headers here. And I'm going to use the check boxes from here because these, I have long stuff that I have to do, but I always feel weird using these. So I'm just going to save those for next week, and hopefully I'll be busier next week. But we'll see. God, this kit is so shiny. So far, everything I've put down has foil on it, which is really unnecessary. But that's okay, you know. So I'm gonna try and differentiate the todays from the to-dos because I sort of like to have my events of the day separate from my running to-do list. But now these are the primary ones. That's a little crooked. Screw it. All right. AAC is my class on Tuesday. Not sure which one corresponds with that. Here we'll do. So I think, let me just see how I did this before. I put it under the to-do list, so like that. Leave myself a little bit of space just in case I want to do other things there. And then I see what I did. Okay. So, just gonna use a today header down there. And then I'm gonna line this up on that same line. The dot grids, I gotta say, make it so easy, to lay these things down. And to be honest, I am gonna be really nervous when I switch to the Erin Condren in July and I don't have these perfect dots to help me out. So the only thing I know that I have, this is my first class, and I actually have this really cute new sticker for it, so I'm going to lay that down. And this is my class that starts at 7:30 and goes till 9. So that's my prac class. So this semester I'm taking 3 classes. I'm taking practicum, AAC, which stands for Alternative and Augmentative Communication. And that's from 7 to 7:45. Really liking it so far. Oh, you know what? All right, so here's my first example of a mistake. I can peel these up. And the reason I'm doing that is because sometimes I like to do something after class. So I want to give myself some space to do that because I don't go to bed at 8 o'clock. I probably won't be doing anything past 9 though. Let's be honest, I'm a little too tired for that kind of thing. Okay, and then, okay, I am going to use this one up here. So we'll do a couple of trackers. I've got, wow, I have 3 trackers here. So I can track a bunch of things. I'm actually just going to grab all my different stickers here. Yeah. So we have, oh shoot. The pinks don't really match. This is from the sampler from the Twin Mermaids that I just got yesterday. So because it already says no spend, I have had a really bad week with spending. So I just want to make sure that I'm not doing that anymore. Because it's a little much, you know. I think all of us are trying to cope with COVID in different ways, and my way was definitely doing that, which is not healthy. So here, I'll go ahead and use some of these just to differentiate these, to break it up a little. So I actually have 2 check boxes. Thank you, Kit. So let's see if I can fit them both in here. I think I can, actually, which would be great. And I'm just going to put in a full box I really need to get this organized a little bit better. This does not look pretty on screen. Here, we'll use this full box. I'll show you what I'm gonna do with that in just a minute. Oh shoot. Do I have enough room? No. Nope. Lifting you up. I'm gonna have to move this somewhere else. You know what? I'll put this. This is why I really should have thought this through a little bit better before I started laying stuff down. I usually, what I like to do is put the full boxes there first, because then it helps me orient myself a little bit. I don't have any class on Wednesday night, so that's helpful for me. And I'm just gonna switch this up a little bit up here, just so I can lay this down before I lose the stickiness of it. Okay. All right, coming back to this. So let's do a get it done sticker. Oh, I'm gonna use a smaller box here. You'll see why in a second. Ow, crooked. Some people get so precious with these. Like, I've seen people use tweezers, and I put it down in the exact same spot. Oh well, c'est la vie. Yeah. These are so tiny. My God, I'm amazed that that even came off. I don't know how people work in planners this size all the time. That would drive me nuts. Just nuts. And if I put that on there, it's probably not going to show up, but whatever. Screw it. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it just fits. And it matches. Oh. Okay, I'm very happy. Very, very happy. What did I do with it? There we go. So, I've been marking off the weeks of quarantine in here. And so I like to write what week it is that I've been in quarantine. This is week 12, which is insane to think about. My husband and I started quarantining the day after our wedding, even though technically we were quarantined for a couple of days before that. For a couple of weeks before that, actually. We only went out very minimally because New York is crazy. And so ultimately we ended up just trying our hardest not to get sick before our wedding, which did take place, I'm happy to say. But in a weird way, it was very, surprising that it did go through, just because of everything that was going on. And oh, interesting. Because I didn't have, I see. And I wanted to put a meal sticker there. Yeah. So I'll just put that right above. I like to mark when I have dinner with my husband. I think it's important to have that be a part of my calendar, especially given everything that is going on. It's like our one way of maintaining normalcy. And that just, it helps. It really does help. So I have a cleaning schedule. So and then the other thing I wanted to track this week was my, what was my other thing? I can't remember. All right, so I've been trying really hard to keep up with my kitchen's cleaning because the kitchen becomes overwrought so quickly. And by Sunday, our living room is just crazy. I'll have to come back to this. Get it done. I need to look at my calendar for the week just to see what big projects are coming up. But yeah, so hopefully, hopefully these things will be just a little bit easier going forward. Sorry, I can't tell if this is boring or not. You'll have to give me comments or not, and I might just not use any of this and speed through the whole thing so you can see what I'm laying down. But I find this very therapeutic. I know it seems like, oh, stickers, who cares? But it helps me have a sense of control over my day-to-day, and I think that's important, especially given everything that we're going to be going through. So, oh, you know what? I might have to move this. I'm not moving this again. That's fine. This is a sticker from Pumpkin Paper Co. She just came out with those. So, but I always do a coffee chat. My friend Annie, from my program, we actually live in the same borough. I'll just check with her about the time. We live in the same borough, and I do love, we used to get coffee every week. And so because we're in quarantine now, we have it over the phone, which I'm really glad we still do that because I think it's important. I think it's important to maintain that. And then I do have a therapy appointment at, that's at 9:30. So just good to mark that. This is also from Pumpkin Paper Co., in case you could not tell. But yeah, so lots of good things to do here. So I've got almost all of my boxes laid down. Let me see if I can get one more. I like to do Friday on the bottom. Oh, I have an extra one. What do I do? Oh no, oh no, oh no. You know what? Because I was gonna lay it like that. Maybe I'll just, I don't have a ton going on Fridays, and I can always overlay on top of this one, so. There we go. So there we go. There's a lot of the base. Let's keep going with these todays and to-dos. So, yeah. I just like having the space to stretch out and get excited about stuff. So that's important to me. What is the point of all of this? Why do I plan? Let's talk about that. So, planning for me has always been just about being on top of everything, because there's a million things to do in a week. And in general, I find that giving myself a bird's eye view of what's going to happen in that space is really important. And it makes a difference in my day-to-day schedule to know, okay, I have to care about this at this time. I'm going to focus. I'm going to prioritize projects. And ultimately, when I do that, I always find that my day has more meaning, that I've fulfilled something. And, you know, it's nice to have these spreads as memory keeping, especially for this difficult time, just to see what I've accomplished, you know. And yes, planning these days really does involve a little bit more of just like being in that space where going to the grocery store is a bigger deal than it used to be. And maybe that takes up much more of not just time in your day, but also just mental space. Getting prepared to walk outside with your mask on. I have not implemented a good routine for getting exercise, and I used to walk everywhere. So to not be able to walk everywhere has been really hard for me. I also recently watched a documentary about New York and Brooklyn, and I don't miss Manhattan, but I really miss Brooklyn. I miss being able to just get on the train and go see my friends and hang out at a bar and relax. And I feel like that has been a struggle for me. And Zoom, there are just certain things that Zoom is never going to be able to do. Oops. So, you know, that's a struggle for me. Okay, let's see. I don't have cute stickers for that stuff, so I'm just gonna mark it really simply. And that will be enough. I have all night classes this semester, and I don't hate it. I thought I was gonna hate it. Last semester, the previous semester, I front-loaded all of my classes on Monday and Tuesday night, and I was just drained by Wednesday. Wednesday is still kind of it's my day to get stuff done. So, yeah. And then I just got these new simulation stickers, which I really like. So what I've been doing is I try and we have these packets for Practicum 3. And so last week we got 3 simulations. So what I figure I'll do is I'll do 1 a day, and that way by Friday I'll be done with all of them. So it's nice to put that stuff in. On Friday I like to give myself a little me time and just kind of reset for the week. And then just really focus on what's important for that day and getting all of that stuff done. So let's look at some of these icons. the icons can be really helpful to trigger me into knowing like what I need to be doing. So I do try and sleep in on Fridays. Excuse me, Saturday mornings. And then, yeah, so we have all these great icons here. I do have some packages coming this week. Quite a few. I don't know how other people have been coping with COVID, but I am definitely, oh, this is my June layout. So I did this a couple of days ago. I love this washi tape from Simply Gilded. It's just wonderful. I'm not crazy about the way I handled the washi for the dates, but yeah, so I'm getting another planner from Happy Planner for my academic planner, which I will try and share that. And then I ordered some extra stuff to go with it for Joanne's stickers. So, okay. Those are coming Tuesday and Wednesday, presumably. And then I did an order for Bed Bath & Beyond. We needed new trash cans because my cat has figured out how to chew the plastic bags from the trash cans we have. So I needed something with a lid. Thank you, Vinny. And then, of course, Joe's birthday is the following week. So I really should get him cards. Ugh, this day. This is the day when I find out that I actually, in all honesty, have no placement, which will make me sad, but placement because SLPs are supposed to get clinical placements during their graduate program to get hours for their license, and unfortunately because of COVID and because of New York, all of our on-site placements were canceled. So we have to rely on people who will do teletherapy with us, which is more difficult, obviously, and given the extra load that these SLPs are already under, to take on additional students to do teletherapy with them is more challenging. So I didn't really anticipate that I was going to get a placement, but I was holding out hope. So we'll see, you know. But anyway, I think we'll figure some stuff out. I have figured out that I like to do my dysphagia readings. I don't want to cover that up, but for the day of class, because then it's fresh in my mind. So I've just decided from now on to do that. I thought that was really helpful for me last week. Okay. And then I want to make sure that I'm blocking off time to work on schoolwork. So I'm just going to put in a full box there, and then put in, go ahead and put in this. I just realized there's a lot of Pumpkin Paper Co. stickers in one corner, but that's okay. Tuesday is probably the day that I get the most done in terms of schoolwork, because I will have new practicum async to look at. I'm refreshing myself for AAC, and I'm trying to meet any dysphagia deadlines by the following night. So Tuesdays mornings are kind of my busiest days. And then I also have Monday is trash day, and so let's go ahead and mark those packages that are coming in, because that's something to look forward to, right? Gotta have the stuff you look forward to, otherwise, you know. So this is the Joanne order. And then also my laundry day. I'll just mark that off. I used to write all these things in, and now I'm just gonna let them sit there. I know what that means. That's enough. We always have a big pancake breakfast on Saturdays. Uh-oh. Nailed it. Okay. It's like the thing I look forward to the most in my week is my pancake and egg breakfast. I can't believe it's already June. So there we go. I think I'm also supposed to be getting some Happy Mail from an Etsy shop this week, and if I do, I will do another sticker haul. But yeah, I don't need to get groceries until probably later in the week, so I'm just gonna let that go. Oh, you know what? I'll put this in. We always have a fun, I do Zooms with my friends on Fridays. We do, I went to Bishop Kearney High School, and we always do Zoom nights, so I like to mark those off. Yeah, this is looking a little bare considering all of the stickers that I have, which makes me, oh, okay. So every Saturday night, Frank and I have been doing a date movie night, which I adore, but we've been switching every week. We get to pick a different movie. I had him watching all of those while we're watching Lord of the Rings, because he's never seen it, and I thought it would be fun. So, oh, there's a cute little, like a little date night sticker here, and it's foily. Let's put that in there. That's really cute. I like the way that came out. And then, let's see, we've got all these great icons here. They're so fun. Oh, I can definitely put this down. This is my Thursday task, is vacuuming the floor. Let's put that in. Alright, let me lay down a couple of other things. So, another dinner sticker. It's really cute. It's all foily. Okay, wow, 43 minutes, good grief. And then I'm going to, let's see. It's crazy to think about all the blank spaces here, because there's just so much. I have to really look at my my calendar to make sure that I have everything ready. But what I'm gonna do is just put in a couple of things I know I'm gonna wanna tackle. Right there. And I like to do the that way my async is really all spread out. Oh. I have a presentation due for that practicum, so I want to make sure I have time to practice. The AAC Project Core assignment is due, although I want to try and hand that in by tomorrow so that I don't have to worry about it. Oh, I had another order coming in. Let's see. Oh. I keep doing this. I'm not very skilled. What I should do is just put the sticker down on the thing first. Oh, I ripped it a little bit. That's okay. So right there. Okay. And yeah. I usually like to watch an episode of something with Frank. So I'll just go ahead and pepper that in there. There might even be a Zoom thing happening. Okay. And then on Sundays, I always like to give myself a manicure. Do I have a recycling in here? No recycling, but there is a trash icon, so I'm just gonna lay that one out because that's my recycling day. I do the recycling. I'm gonna vacuum the floors. And this is cleaning for me, the worst task is really cleaning the kitchen. It's just painful. I swear my dishes are multiplying like rabbits. Okay. And then I really don't know what else I want to lay down. Just want to make sure that I am focusing for the week and just really marking off that space for NYU. And in fact, I'm actually going to add some stuff because I wasn't going to put all these in, but you know what? It does matter. These things matter to me. So, all right. It's a little trick that I scribbled. Use a white. It's not really gonna work with the blue, but might let that dry and go over it again. But a white pen can actually do some damage. I do have here, and I just made it worse. I do have white out here, but yeah. So I've got that one. Let's go ahead and put in some more work focused stimulations, because I like, so these are all of my laptop ones. I do have these fancy ones, but these came with laptop ones, so I didn't want to add too much. But then I have these, so I already laid one down here. So maybe I'll put these in. And actually, so here's what I can do. I'll put in a plan with me girl right there at the bottom. And I'll lay out one of these. These are fun, these flat lays from Beyond Paper Prints. Okay. And let's go ahead and put down this last sticker here. And just put down these are technically fall, but I don't know, I think they're really cute. So we'll go ahead and lay that out. And then the rest of these can go back into their little hidey hole. I'm gonna put down also, I have these great Coffee Monday stickers here. Down there to give it a little oomph. And I also like to do a little morning coffee sticker there too, just to lay it out, give myself a little room to have fun with it. But yeah, it's not too much going on this week. Oh, okay. This was definitely something I wanted to put out. Let's see. Where should I do this? Do it like this. Change it up. Change it up. These are cross stitch icons from, actually really big. It kind of bleeds onto the other one, but that's okay. I'm working on a project for one of my dear friends. Oh, and that actually reminds me that I have to write wedding thank you cards. Should probably do that up here too. But yeah, so this is my kind of before the pen. Got a lot of stuff left over that's perfect for the next week. Oh, I did not mark down. Let's see. Is there something I can use here? Use one of these maybe. These are fun. Little dividers there. And I'll mark down it's a little pizza sticker. Leave that space open. I'm gonna try and just pick something closer to when I need it. And then I want to, on Sunday, just want to have a little me time. I feel like sometimes it's really hard to carve out space to just be. And this is something that I'm really trying to do better, because I used to go to the library every week and I miss it. You know, I miss being able to just relax and sit down and be part of, have a good experience. I just want to find time to relax. Haha, I can't spell. So just blocking that time off for myself, I think, is going to be really, really important. So yeah, I think this is, so I've blocked off these 3 times here. This time is also blocked off. Friday is kind of my day to just sort of take it a little slow, but I do have some room here. Just go ahead and lay this down just for when I can think of something that's important. And then right there. And I always have coffee with Frank. So there's actually a lot of stuff on here that I'm not using. I don't have any birthdays this week, but I do have a birthday next week, so I can save that. I didn't use as many of these, but I can again use them next week. We don't have a car, and we're not going anywhere, so the cars have been stacking up. Yeah, but honestly, I think this looks pretty good so far. It looks very bare bones, but I think it'll be a good start to the week. And then just really quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and do some setup for this week. This is part of the week. So this is supposed to go in a Hobonichi thing, so I don't really know what I was thinking when I started to lay those down, but Monday. And yeah, I don't really know what else to put here because this is what I do on a daily basis. So that was kind of pointless. Okay, so that's it. I think this was a little slow and I will have to work on how I do this, but if you enjoyed this, please let me know, and have a great week.